Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Fleischer. Tell me, how are you?
Very well. I'm here for Francisco Hernandez.
In jail or on bond?
He's on bond.
Oh, he's got a bond violation.
Yes,
Do
Judge.
you mind having him approach, please?
And Judge, there is a representative from the bonding company here in court. Okay.
All right, pause for a second. Did you catch that? There's already a bond violation. That's a red flag in any courtroom. And when the judge hears bond company rep is here, you know something serious is brewing.
Failed to go test when you were ordered to test. I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test and you're to come back. If you ever miss again, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Okay, I'm sending him now for a test. He has to come back. All right. Take a seat, please, sir. Hey.
I'm approaching again on Francisco Hernandez.
Okay.
Came back.
What was the last name again?
Hernandez.
Hernandez, that's right. You mind bringing him up, please?
Yes, so Your Honor, I do understand that the drug test did come back positive. I would ask that the court not revoke his bond, or if it does, to set it at a low amount. And the reason for that is, first of all, this is just a first violation. I'd also ask the court to consider that Mr. Hernandez's mother is waiting outside in the hallway with his baby.
The defense is trying to do damage control here. First-time violation? Maybe, but bringing in the mother and baby sister angulates emotional leverage. Judges see this tactic often, but does it sway decisions? That depends on the judge.
Sister, whatever the bond is, she's going to pay it. So any amount of bond, it's really just going to punish her. So we would just ask.
I don't even know what he tested positive for.
According to pretrial services, it's THC and alcohol, Judge.
The felony case is a taping case, Your Honor. On January 2025 in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a discharged firearm call in a residence. A resident told the law enforcement officer that she heard shots and then saw a green four-door vehicle speed away. Law enforcement officer found a vehicle that matched the description parked illegally in the same residential area. As the law enforcement officer pulled up behind the car, multiple males exited, and the law enforcement officer activated his lights and sirens, and the males began to obey on foot for approximately 100 yards until the law enforcement officer was detained. A resident videoed the defendant toss weapon in front of the residence and evaded on foot. The gun was recovered.
Now this is crucial. Tossing a weapon while fleeing the scene. It might seem small, but in legal terms that alone could stack up serious charges. And remember, evading adds another layer. Keep watching because it only gets heavier.
And the defense coding matched that of the male who tossed the weapon.
So the felony was that he tossed the weapon.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the evading is he just takes off because of this.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you go grab Mom, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you need a translator?
No.
Hi. Let me give her that book. I had that fever, Donner.
Thank you. Look, what do you say?
son is charged with 2 serious felonies,
Yes.
and I'm trying to do everything in my power
I'm,
out of trouble. I've ordered him not to use drugs or alcohol, and he's testing positive for drugs or alcohol. How do I get it to stop?
is there, I mean, when he had the monitor, everything was okay. I'm gonna be very honest with you. When he had the monitor, everything was fine. He wasn't going anywhere. And I think that's what kept him on track. But right now, without the
So when
monitor,
take it off?
as soon as they took it out, he just felt like, I guess, it wasn't a big of a deal to him probably. I mean, he's still a kid. And I don't, like I told him, it's not that, like, I know you think it's easy or whatever, but it's not. It's really serious what you're going through right now. And I tried to get him to understand that.
My only issue is that I'm gonna put on him now. He knows that he violates and mommy's just gonna bond him out.
Oh, no.
And he's gonna sit here and,
You're ready.
I'm gonna do whatever I want because mommy's gonna bond me out.
I talked to him, I go, this is the first and last time I'm helping you. And I support him with everything, and he knows it, whether he's right or wrong. He's my kid, I'm gonna support him. But if he's wrong, of course, I'm gonna let him know and make him see and understand why he's wrong. I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like, oh no, it's okay, don't worry about it. No, because it's not okay, what he's doing is not okay.
Help me help you. I'm trying to do everything in my power to keep you from getting a 25-year sentence because you're hanging out with the wrong people.
Agree.
When someone shoots a gun, the bullet goes up, it goes down, it ricochets. Let me give you a piece of perspective. If I say, hey, Mr. Hernandez,
This is a textbook example of the law of parties. Even if you didn't pull the trigger, if you're involved, you're in it. The judge uses a brutal but brilliant analogy. Getaway driver, no knowledge, but 4 cops dead. Still capital murder. Let that sink in.
me out. I need some money because my mom needs to go on operation. I'm gonna go hit up this bank. And I say, hey, come on. All you gotta do is drive. I'm gonna go get it, and then we're gonna go out. You didn't know this, but I go in there and I kill 4 cops, right? And then I run out to the car. I got a big bag of money. We take off. You drive me out. Who gets charged with capital murder?
Both.
It's called the law of parties. You didn't know that I was going to do that. Had you known, you wouldn't have gone. But if you're hanging out with a bunch of people and they're shooting guns and it ricochets and it kills someone, who gets charged?
Everybody. He knows that.
You are making a
Never said
decision.
anything for him.
You are 18 years old and you are not allowed to use. I have made that a condition of your bond. And I'm going to tell you now, the next time you violate any of my condition, I'm going to make your bond so high you're going to have hair falling out. Do you understand? I don't care. Jesus is here with you. The next time. You understand?
So,
I'm now going to put a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're consuming alcohol. And I'm also giving you a curfew. If I find that you're out in the middle of the night, I'm going to rip you a new one. Do you understand? This system will not fail you. And I'm going to stay on top of it until you do start doing right. Is he in school? What is he doing?
He's in school and he works. When there's no classes during the week, he works. But on Saturdays, he does work. Every Saturday, he works.
Okay.
They leave the house between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m.
What?
Yeah, because he has to live with his dad. His dad goes there.
Oh, okay, so he's going with that?
Yeah, he goes with dad.
Wonderful.
And he comes back with dad, or I pick him up if he
Okay,
works. Early.
I want to give him a curfew.
Okay.
I will go with whatever you think is appropriate. Okay?
Whatever you want, I'm okay with.
I just don't want him out in the middle of the
I mean,
night.
neither.
As long as you're working, as long as you're. But if you're clowning with friends, it's not going to happen. So any of the co-defendants that in this case, no hanging around with, you will get tested 50 days from today. If I find that you're still,
This judge isn't just laying down the law, she's building a lifeline monitoring curfew school check-ins. This is intervention with a backbone, but the message is clear. Next violation and hair falling out might not just be a figure of speech.
using,
That's beautiful.
you know what's going to happen. You know what the expectation is.
Yes.
You now know you have no one to bond you out. So that the next time you make a decision out there that's not a good decision, you will be stuck like Chuck. Do you understand? Okay? I don't like to put people in jail for the sake of putting people in jail. I want to ensure that we're all on the same page. That's why I wanted you here, so I know that you and I are on the same page. As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Yes.
Whatever you need, all you need to do is let me know, here, you mind giving. So if you ever need anything,
so much.
just let us know and we're there for, if he starts acting a fool because anything, if he's not telling you, if you tell him to jump and he doesn't say how high, just call me and let me know.
I've never had an issue with that. My issue is always like right now, just him leaving the house and not saying anything. That's my only issue. But other than
You
that,
don't have permission to do that anymore.
he's not a disrespectful kid. He makes bad choices. Like I tell him, you guys are not dumb. Yeah, choose the wrong crowd, make the wrong decisions. But other than that, I mean, I've never had an issue with him, to be honest.
You speak Spanish. You understand Spanish? Dime con quién andas, yo te digo quién eres.
Very true.
That's what life is. Okay, we're good.
We're good.
Okay, thank you, Mom.
Thank you. Come on, baby.
May I be excused?
Listen. To wait until pretrial releases you.
Levantarse y tirarle la basura.
He's
No,
here
hermana,
for a
cállate.
bond violation.
Okay, come up, Mr. Hernandez. It's Hernandez or
Mr.
Roxanne? What the
Presumptive positive for THC.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. I'm giving you a pass for 50 days from the time that we ordered you not to use. Don't use. Do you understand? So we ordered him not to use when? He's still testing positive. We ordered him not to use in January.
He tested positive on April 7th, Judge, or not, on April 14th, rather.
Okay, but he's still testing positive. He's still using when we ordered him not to use.
Yes, Judge, but I understand that THC can take up to 30 days to work out of urine, so there's no evidence that he's been using beyond the,
I ordered him not, let me see, hold on. I ordered him not to use in January. We are now,
yes, Judge, but you've already addressed his drug use that resulted in the positive result on the April 14th drug test. You addressed that by chastising him in court and issuing several additional bond conditions. There's been no evidence that there's been any additional drug use for the court to address.
if I tested him in early January, then I'm gonna have an issue. But if it's the first time I tested him was in April, then I'm gonna give him the 50 days from the first time that we tested. But if I tested him early on and he tested positive and I admonished him not to use and he's still testing positive, I'm gonna have an issue. I don't remember when the first time we tested him, so I'm gonna ask her. Roxanne, on Mr. Hernandez, when was the first time we tested him, please?
When he first tested positive for THC?
Yeah, when did we first test him?
Oh, it was March 11th of this year.
Okay. So March 11th was the first test, and that was positive for,
Negative.
that was negative.
Yes, it was negative. And then on April 7th is when he was a no-show. And on April 14th, it was confirmed by lab that he was positive. for
No,
THC.
you're using. I'm sorry. I'm revoking your bond. You're going into custody.
I could just ask the court to so, Mr. Hernandez's mother is out in the hallway. I'm certain that she's going to pay whatever the bond is. This, revoking the bond here will only have the effect of punishing, his mother, who will have to pay the bond. And I'd also just ask the judge, you to consider that I understand that there may be evidence that he's used since he was ordered to not use. I understand that. But there's no evidence that he's using now or that he has used in the more than 2 weeks since the prior drug test.
We just tested him yesterday. He tested positive. He tested positive a week ago. I've ordered him not to use. I mean, if I don't, then I'm rewarding him for his behavior, Mr. Schlossberg. That doesn't make any sense. You know, I understand that it's punishing mom. These are the things that you need to consider when you're out there. I told you not to use, and you're now using. Goes with you. I'm sorry, Mr. Schlossberg. I can't just continue to let people go.
Judge, the drug test yesterday, it came back positive for THC because it was within 14 days of the previous drug test on the 14th.
He tested negative the first time we tested him, and now he tested positive for using marijuana. That's it. There's no, I mean, really. If I don't, I'm enabling the behavior, and that's it.
Yes, Judge. Maybe excuse me.
Please.
Judge, we have an arraignment that showed up a little late. Are you ready?
5001.